Today, if the parents want to reserve an appointment for any of these services, they have to travel by bus during 2 hours and make the file during another 2 or 3 hours. And after 5 or 7 hours, they spend all the day for an administrative use. So what we offer is develop the digital skills and use the smartphone as a platform for improve their time, their life, and save money. I want to explain how is that supported and what's the way I want to explain for you. This is the program called Quick and Fast. The purpose is so simple. The user scan a QR code and use it for saving time. We got a Google Sites published, as you can see. And as I was explaining, 40,000 daily appointments are made in Montevideo and metropolitan zone. So only 5% of the users are having the digital skills benefits. It's being so to have free access, safe use, just requiring a personal ID, personal identification number. It makes them to avoid to travel to a physical point, skip to form in the line for hours, not need to be at the phone for hours, waiting for the call center attention. So how's the way it is implemented? You can see in our drawing is the past, the present, and the future. And all of the things, this is about the travel, but all the things that is how to improve the user's services. Part of this is my explanation. Let me see. We have to generate a mindset to a digital health citizenship. So using the 6 stages of change is the Transtheoretical Model of Change, TTM, explained in the first years of the 80s. This is a part of our understanding of how is the process of change the mindset from the users. So that is what is desirable. Speed of connection, gigabytes enough for all that we desire, not limit for transit or use. The user is a native digital, is access to technical quantical computer platform, and is not limited for the cost to the user. But this is what not happen. The user faces into something like that. So what is the barriers, how we identify, and what is our purpose to improve the life of our users? Let's explain. The model of change is to take place when we implemented mindset process. We started with a change. Stage 1 is loss, doubt, discomfort, discovery, and the zone I make it with a pointer is the danger zone, because here's when the people leave their efforts. So we have to try to working with them in that transformation of digital mindset, that helping them to understand that this is the danger zone, that they can walk away and have a progress with what they do. So the model transition is from the call center to self-attention. It's been a complex mechanism, but must be measured and tailored for the user skills. This is something that is not existing, not so many as we identified before. Many people in a computer answer for the phone calls, and now it's not what happened. So goes the people to the totem in the hall of the institution, and they have to press and just have them for themselves having the attention. So digital citizenship is more than to have presence in social apps or into a web page. The center is the individual, not the technology. It's not the velocity of speed of the internet connection. The center is the user. Why? Because the user is the center of our work, and it, of course, is the intent that we could improve their needs. Something else. That is not digital health. Many can say, oh, but he is having medical attention. No. Medical health is a purpose that improves the life of people. Not only the social life, their health, their body, so all the life. And you know that is not health. Even he's having a computer, the best internet connection, this is not the life we desire. So this is what happened when we invaded in South America. And the public social services tries to change the life of these users. How we can do? Let me explain more about our project. We have to educate us, educate the users, and add a process. For example, this is a drawing is teaching to a kid how is to ain't a digital citizen. So it's been some concepts that we have to bring to them, starting to building the confidence to use the digital skills, to improve their own digital skills, and then have to access for all the medical services using just the smartphone is having in their hands. So we started with basic rules, um, applying for parents and kids that they can must use. This is means the respect from themselves and others, stand up to cyberbullying when they see it happening, they stop it. So respect the copyright and intellectual property, carefully manage their digital footprint, balance the time they spend on online and using media, stay safe online, and protect private information for themselves and for others. This is part of the information and the mindset that we have to change in our users. What else? Okay, how to be sustainable and interconnected. This is something I want to explain because it's not about the technology, it's about the user. And this is the front page, and this is the front is nothing for them. What means that they can be having a model usable in the comfort of their homes, but they can trust they could do what we promised to them. More things. A medical video cam center or an interactive area. That is what digital health is. It's not only a doctor just having a great screen and sharing with the patient their diagnosis. It's about how the system interact with the people, with the users, with the parents, and with the administrative sections of the hospital or the medical center, and how this bring results to our users. This is a great purpose to explain and to work with them. So, this is part of a history of being quick and fast. This is a woman that lived in my neighborhood. She has to travel during 1 hour and a half into the medical center, and she traveled by bus with his sister just for an appointment for dentist. And I tried to explain her that it's very easy. She only have the QR code, scan it, and just by doing this, she reserves the appointment with the dentist. She sees the lab test result. She reserves an RX if it is indicated by the doctor, and a lot of things she may do for the comfortable place of their home. Not having to travel for 3 hours and waiting in the line for 1 hour and a half also. So that's just the example of Veronica and her sister. And I want to explain it. So it's not hard to understand this. You see how the grandmother is having the bored expression with the sister and granddaughter and their companionship. And yes, we want to help the life of them, improve their life. It's part of our process. And when we do this, it's just inviting them to scan a QR code. Not any QR code, that QR code you see in the screen. Just for scanning this, they were redirected into a link for our webpage when they are starting to learn how to use digital skills, how to apply this from their smartphone and simplify their life, just spending less money, spending less time. So we try to improve that word for them. Tomorrow, they do this for us. Thank you a lot for the time you are bringing.